This is Bistros right on, of course, Broadway. And we have Thanksgiving and the Christmas season coming in. Also the Triple Dipper, which is this is Don Trump and Lane Trump. This goes, of course, a vodka and then ganja. $7,000 went to Department License, the CDL company, and also the Cimaron 5 INC Banquet Party Cimaron 5 INC Banquet Party Restaurant Bar Motel, which is the 1400 East Main Washington, UBI number 602720, and the last three is on all of our Social Security on the credit cards issued out to all the staff members upon licensing, the CDL classes, and also the contract that's been put on the post office for election ballot form. This is election, of course, and this is the services they provide for all the individual, which is Lamb Weston, and Lamb Weston, Scone O'Connor, Washed Potato, and also don't forget the Simon's Mall, which is in Canada and also the 50 states. All touches the Washington state borders for import-export services by railroad, freight line, and also UPS, FedEx, and also International Airport, which is Boeing, and also the new military tanks, new military jet planes, and also new warships. And of course, that's a VOC. And Donald Trump, you see walking around with me at the International Airport. That's Boeing, and also the military Apaches, Chinooks, and also Air Force One, which is it's called a Dreamliner. Dreamliner is now in North Carolina, sponsored by the governor of North Carolina. And the Dreamliner is the new aviation, which is compatible with the Air Force One, the new Air Force One. We're going to have since I VOC, make sure that we also have nothing, and I think they're flirting with the stockbrokers memos with lawyers in prison now. Because the two fabricated steel components for the knives, the grater, the cheese grater, and also the plate displacement and the mug displacement has a metallic alloy, which is alien warcraft from Columbia Park. And it's a periodic chart on a scientific table that's unknown, which is used for the utensils we put in the fabric to strengthen the alloys that they melted down in the components, which is now a new periodic table and used as a processor, and also extensive use for the services for the Exxon Mobil and California and Alaska, which spilled all over to my property on San Luis Obispo, the Amtrak station, the billionaire sector, which is covered in oil lines. So we have the Triple Dipper. Now it's a peas and carrots and the Triple Dipper, which is the Barela. There it is, the Barela, the 190 St. Coliseum, which is the original Idaho spud called Tater Boy, and it's still the same. And it has a Breville, which is 95 Celsius per millimeter. This is a potato 190. And then I get the Breville Gorilla Perfectionist, and also the Rotisserie, the split supply set. These systems are the most updated equipment on the system, and they have the 9999, which is the percolator. We got this steam roaster. This is how it's hot and brewed. This is probably the best one you can get for price range versus Starbucks. Starbucks has a variety of improvement, but they don't have the warranties like the Breville. Starbucks has a few of them, but not as sophisticated as the Brevilles. This is only $100, and this is probably $139 out the door with tax. But this system has the most percolated for cramming tests and express in a crock pot. The Breville is $129, which is the tax for percolator, which is a 7 ounce. Well, it's a 7 cup max minimum. And they got the crock pot. This one is probably the best you can use for basting. It's a $249 label, but the $129 crock pot is just as good. This one you can do this just as this versus I would say $150 cheaper, and it's $149 with plus tax. Now these knives have alloy compulsive high-tempered high-plate splices. You can use this on these pretty much on the fillet table and also the cut table, veggies, and also paring knives. The paring knives you can use for templing, cutting, and also squaring off trimmings for thinning out fat, saturated fat if you have to. These paring knives, these razor sharp paring knives which use, these are German made with these mammalian lineups. These are $7.99 piece. The dough cutters, for the dough cutter you can mix it with the dough cutters and dough switcher and sharpener. These accessories are probably most discounted prices, and it's only $15-16 plus tax. The accessory razor sharp cutters, and these for the decorations for funeral homes or florists, and also assessment building for decoration. They got this stem washo cutter, and this is the best service you probably get on the market, and they don't have these anymore. These stores have them. The Smoker 1000. This one is probably the best, excellent one to use for the cooker in the back. This is probably the Smoker. It's a kit system, and it's only $50. They got the mug, the hair mug, and this is the $20 mug, and also these are 200 years in making these mugs, and these are this one is $20. This one's 35 ounces, a quart actually, 1 quart. You can bring this one to Starbucks and get a refill on this one. Refill on this puppy. But this is good for white gravy, brown gravy, sausage gravy, and pouring portions for the table, Thanksgiving, and also Christmas and Thanksgiving. You have triple dipper. You have the and you got the pallet, the skillet. This is only $129 on $30. This skillet is the processed skillet. This one's only $129 plus tax. This is a green pan skillet, original, sleek, and this is original sleek brand. This one you can do it all in this one. Instead of your crock pot, you can pretty much use this or the crock pot, or you can use the crock pot. Use the crock pot or this pan. It's probably the same price. Then we got the fillet knife with the wash sheet. These are 200 years in time. These are $20 plus tax, wash state tax. And the paring knives for the dripping, so you don't have too much medical damage to your hands. And you got thermostats and meters for your turkey, your base turkey, and your oven turkey. And this is the CDN loud alarm systems. And we also got the spatulas, rotisseries, and the skillets, and also spoons and rollers, and also stir sticks. Now we got the systems here. And we got these arrangements here with the salt, pepper shakers and assessments.